Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Quinlan Morgan, and just continuously to get right into it, I am too above to do any self deprecating joke. It's not in me, and I'm not exactly moving like that anymore. But it is your host of a person who's extremely social awkward, and I'm not going to exactly deny the fact that recording, it does not get easier. I still feel nervous, awkward, and shy about it. So, again, continuously be open and honest about it. But I do hope that you're okay, and I do hope that you're doing well. I hope your weekend's going very much fantastic. I hope that you're getting a chance to do anything that makes you feel happy or relaxed. I really do. But I'm like continually between episode 10 and we would talk about reflecting and continuously with that. And the more I reflect, the more I continuously to realize that, yeah, I already know the fact that legit I'm the problem. The issue is me. I'm not gonna exactly deny it. Not gonna pretend either. Again, taking full accountability. Especially when your brain dealt with so much between survival, emotional, and physical. It mostly just stays in your mind for a good while. And all honesty, well, again, like I said, you improve videos between when you feel like you're trying to like be above water. You kind of just always ask the question, what's the point? Like, literally, why even try? But that's the self deprecating and self hatred that legit, unfortunately, we develop at a very young age. And I know I have, so. But indeed, self sabotage, unfortunately, is the issue, especially between self hatred, especially since you feel like you'll never get a chance to achieve anything or amount to anything or continuously to start a project or a progress and, well, give up immediately afterwards, especially if you see between disappointment or if anything doesn't go your way, you throw a giant fit. And then legit part of you wants to go ahead and blame everybody instead of yourself. Like granted, we have circumstances where multiple people or parties are involved, but at the end of it all, it still relies on you too. So you're also part of the situation as well. It sucks, but again, just being truthful, open, and honest about it. Especially since I literally had to ask myself the questions: what energy am I continuously to leak that's not exactly doing to me any good? Because I'm not gonna exactly deny a lie the fact that when you continuously to tap in between hobbies or continuously to tap into multiple things, you over here wondering why I'm not seeing any progress, why is it not working out for me, why is it not exactly doing me any benefit good? Well, because unfortunately, you either lack a discipline or the fact that you haven't done the inner work at all just to finally go ahead and see what is actually worth your time and what's not. Which is also valid and fair because I indeed have legit tapped into things of the past and legit when you hit between disappointment like a giant internal tantrum and then you just basically want to curse the universe and God and everything. And legit, then you over here turn to very cold and bitter and still not exactly trying to figure out what is actually meant for you and what's not exactly meant for you. And legit, that's basically what I want to go ahead and do: discipline myself more and actually believe in myself more, tap into the one good potential that I have, and just continuously to move with that. But I know the fact that after I dealt with so much of my life, it just like legit. The only way I won't exactly get a chance to tap into myself or actually trust in myself more if I don't heal from the emotional wounds that I have. It's like if I don't heal from that, I'm just continuously to get in my own way for everything that I want to accomplish or achieve, or not sitting and reliving in reality instead of just continuously to fantasize about something that's pretty much not aligned with me. Because, all honesty, I want to have things align with me. What I really want to have things align with me is, well, wisdom and prosperity and clarity. That's what I really want. And when you live in between the fantasy aspect, you're just mostly looking at between material gain, or if anything, that small voice of pettiness and revenge. But again, that won't exactly do you any good. And if you don't exactly figure out which one that you actually want, you're just going to continuously to waste away all your energy and waste away the things that can actually work for you and actually help you progress. Well, I'd rather go ahead and progress, and I actually want to believe in myself more, tap into more of the potential that I have. But honesty, legit, I'm basically been stuck in my head so much, or stuck on autopilot, and just over here wondering between what exactly am I meant to do, what exactly is for me, or if anything, when you basically been drowning yourself and just continuously to feel very numb and hollow, you don't even know what can you actually feel like, okay, I don't exactly suck at this, so I could continuously with that. But if you basically been at one point, you're just like, why even bother? It's gonna continuously to be the same. And that's that self hatred and self sabotage that continuously to be in the way for most of us. Like I said, I can relate. And one thing I have ground myself is, like I said, continuously to meditate, continuously to tap into myself, and continuously try to heal things. But I really do want to tap into like the potential that I have. I don't want to self sabotage. I want to be able to get out my way and actually see the progress and just be like, okay, yes, like legit. The more I continuously to stick with it, the more I continuously to grow with it, and the more I continuously to flourish down the line even further, that will actually show the fact that legit is working for me instead of against me. And unfortunately, I've basically been working against myself for such a long time. And I don't want to do that anymore. I don't. Because, on honesty, legit, I'm definitely working between imperfections, but when you just feel like, well, I'm not gonna exactly deny the fact that when you're stuck between childhood wounds and you're just over here want to continuously to make yourself look normal as possible, but unfortunately, when your brain is definitely wired and programmed differently, you just basically move at your own beat of the drums. But unfortunately, we live in society where you can actually move to the beat of your own drums, but it still has to be structurized. But when you really do get a chance to be full yourself, then legit is more power in that. But unfortunately, It's like legit, I turn myself inwards and see how much I shut it away or legit stuck between procrastination or lack of discipline. And I see where a lot of my energy has indeed be wasted. I'm not even gonna exactly lie or deny the fact that maybe if I go ahead and continuously to, I don't know, buy a new microphone or probably get a new laptop or whatever. Maybe that would probably help me get in the views or whatever. Or maybe if I start talking like this or that. Or maybe if I start writing a certain way, that won't exactly do you any good either. Especially again, legit part of me continuously to think what's the purpose of uploading these videos if nobody's looking. But me getting a chance to speak as myself again, as the innocent person, well, not even innocent, more of those like awkward pauses in between, just basically shows the fact that I'm showing up as myself. And that's basically what I get a chance to do, show up as myself with more discipline. And I really do want to see myself become more disciplined between certain structures that I want to develop. It's not exactly saying it's going to be easy, but again, legit, continuously to go with it, continuously to reflect, and hopefully I will see the progress because I know I'm not going to see the progress overnight, but I really do want to continuously to believe in myself. I do. Because legit, I'm starting to see that I have the potential, I have the talent, I have the energy, but self sabotage and self hatred and emotional addiction indeed has to go. I'm aware of that. I know it has to go. And I'm legit looking into myself like, where do I start? Where is the starting line to go ahead and just continuously to build myself up? And it basically starts with the small, boring things. It does. And legit, well, like I said, the whole meditating thing, well, that's not exactly boring, but it's definitely a small part of discipline because I literally do wake up every single day, meditate for a good 30 minutes, and literally do my whole chats, not chats, chants, especially between the serenity prayer and also between the Lord is my shepherd. But I mostly do other chants as well that continuously to help ground me as any chance possible because I do want to succeed and I do want to work with the whole law of attraction and work with myself and the universe. Not exactly deny the fact that me doing these videos, but like, okay, maybe if I could do this, probably I could get a chance to get my foot in the door, or maybe I will get a chance to be an overnight success. Not really. So I already know I'm not. Like I said, I'm pretty sure legit nobody never watched these videos, and that's basically okay. I could just continuously to upload regardless of anything. But when legit that small part of you between your frustration, you over here just continuously screaming, kicking, throwing tantrums, like, damn it, why is nothing working for me? Like again, sometimes things really just not meant to be aligned with you. It's like again, it sucks. But if you don't exactly change a certain outcome between mentally, spiritually, and physically, then you're going to continuously to keep yourself stuck. But the one discipline thing I am doing is continuously to work inward on myself. And I already know the fact that legit, It will continuously take time and legit, I have to sit with the whole the uncomfortable parts within myself. Don't want to, but if you don't sit with it, you're not exactly get a chance to see the progress. And I'm indeed coming to terms with that. Like I said, I'm coming more terms with the fact that I hate my own voice. And indeed come towards the fact that, like, yeah, my life has always been shitty and indeed suck. And sometimes I wonder what was the purpose of me being born. But legit, it's your life, and you have to live in and figure out what does the meaning of life means to you. And all honesty, continuously to grapple with more of that question, and just definitely shows the fact that yeah, I mostly want to continuously to move forward between wisdom and clarity. And legit, all honesty, if you focus more on the material gain, it's not gonna exactly bring you any ounce of fulfillment. It's not. It's gonna continuously to have you feel hollow regardless of anything. And trust me, I know that feeling of hollowness for such a long time. But if I don't exactly name the situation or call it out or figure out where do I want to exactly start, then indeed things can actually work for me instead of against me. I can legit work with myself and against myself. And I rather work with myself and against myself. But unfortunately, when dealt with so much disappointment, and I have my fair share of disappointment, but again, some people actually have more disappointment than me, so I'm not gonna exactly say like my issues are, no, I'm not exactly saying that. I'm just saying the fact that mine were in the issue. Some people have it more harder, but just mine's, I continuously to wallow and sit myself into it, hoping for a big payback or a big cash out for it, or if anything, to seek, I don't know, retribution or karma or something, but that's not exactly happen either. So, continuously to make myself miserable is going to continuously to sit myself in that miserable energy. And it won't exactly do myself any good either. Especially since if you do get a chance to achieve something, you probably just sit in your own mind thinking like, well, maybe they just over there just being nice and just gave you. Well, I don't want to exactly say pity, but in any category, like, well, they probably just said that out of pity or just anything, just mostly just play along, just to go ahead and fill your head with false hope. Nope, you just continuously to negative talk yourself, and that's even more of like an issue as well. And with that, just leads more to whole self sabotage as well. But like I said, I don't want to continuously to self sabotage anymore. And all honesty, I don't want to continuously to waste away my life, my time, hell, even my age. I really don't. If anything, I really do want to see how my life progress for the better. Because I want to be able to evolve, grow, able to see that I can stand on my own 2 feet and actually be accomplished instead of just wanting to burn it all to the ground. Like, legit, I don't want to do that. I don't want to burn it all to the ground. I want to just be like, you know what? This feels good. This feels happy. I'm happy. This is fine. This is fine. We do not need to burn it down. But if you don't exactly deal with anything that basically been stuck inside of you for so long, you're just gonna continuously to wallow in that hollow feeling. And I definitely don't. But I'm not gonna exactly deny the fact that legit I really do wanna know what should I just go ahead and tap into? What exactly is meant to align with me? Where exactly can I actually have good energy instead of leaking onto bad habits and lack of discipline that's going to continuously not help me and continuously to make me feel like I'm just setting myself back or wasting even more energy on not showing full potential. Excuse me. Like legit, I really want to know. And those are type of small questions that actually help you discipline yourself even more. And I really do want to continuously to move forward in a whole positive way, to move in a direction that could just feel more at peace instead of at war with myself. Because unfortunately, legit, the only person that's literally your biggest enemy is yourself. And legit, my biggest enemy is me. And I don't want to live like that anymore. I don't even want to think like that anymore. Likely I haven't, but again, like I said, between healing yourself and trying to discipline, it's not exactly a linear thing. You're just gonna indeed have some ups and downs, and continuously to figure out where you want to go ahead and tap more into. Between letting go of bad habits that won't exactly do you any good and tap more into healthier habits that could actually help more improvement, more emotional growth, more mental growth. It just, where exactly do you want to lead your energy to? And that's where I want to go, towards healthier energy. But the main goal first takes discipline. And it definitely takes something of a small step. It does. Small steps and small goals, and it just mostly take that. So once you go ahead and do something that tiny, you could get a chance to continuously to work something more and more, building up something bigger. But not exactly sugarcoated either. That legit, definitely. Also, when you do see your potential, you're afraid of it as well. Because then, if you do see it, like I said, you just want to burn it down to the ground or feel like you don't exactly deserve it. Or if any case, if you continuously to tap more in your potential and you continuously to see nothing but disappointment after another, just back to back to back, then that leaves you more in a whole situation where you're just even more upset and annoying. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I don't want to tap more into myself. You know, this is a waste. I'm never doing this again. And I'd rather go ahead and just give up now and never try ever again. And again, I'm not gonna exactly deny the fact that, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I've been there a couple of times, really. Started, and then basically you get annoyed with disappointment and drop it, pick it up again, like probably 2 years later or three. I don't really know, but I'm pretty sure legit. I have indeed picked it up and then legit dropped it and turned my back on it and be like, you know what? Never again. Picked up again, Disappointment, turn away. It's like legit, no. I'm sick of it. It's like disappointment's gonna happen and you just gotta have more discipline. Like instead of dropping it, but okay, I learning curve, I learned experience, so let me learn from that one to pivot or turn it around in a different nuanced way or a new direction. And I mostly have learned how to pivot and definitely mostly learned how to be less frustrated with disappointment. Because regardless of anything, disappointment is going to happen. But again, when you basically been raised with disappointment, it's that part of you that's going to continuously to just be mad and annoyed about it. They're like, why can nothing ever go my way? Why do I always continuously to be hit with disappointment? Like legit, why can nothing work for me? Do you hate me that much? Do you hate my existence? If you hate my existence, why was I even born to begin with? And that continuously to lead of anger and frustration. Like I said previously in the video about anger and frustration, when you don't exactly deal with it, that's the main point where it continuously to eat you alive and continuously to make you blind at your own abilities. And it really will continuously to make you either feel stuck and hollow and you're just gonna go ahead and just continuously throw a tantrum or continuously just to say, you know what, screw it. It does take a toll and it really can put anybody in a situation like that. But it mostly depends on what you learn from it. And I continuously to look back and reflect and yeah, I have indeed learned from it. But I really do want to know what potential that I have that could actually move with me if I could continuously to flourish into my life. So I rather work with myself and against myself. But I'm learning to give myself grace and patience. Again, like the serenity prayer, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. Because legit, every hardship we go through is definitely a lesson behind it. But if you stuck between throwing a tantrum, between anger, frustration, you won't exactly see the lesson behind it. And I'm definitely seeing the lesson behind it. So I'm gonna go ahead and literally say the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardships as the pathway to peace. And that's literally what I want. I want to get a chance to believe in God, trust in the universe, trust in any of a high spiritual being, because there are some things that even we won't never understand, but I do want to work with the universe and work with the higher good just to go ahead and help within myself and in my life I can move forward. Again, you probably a religious person or you probably not. Everybody's different, but me personally, I want to work with anything around and actually able to help and grow. So like I said, legit, me doing these videos, I probably never get a chance to get any recognition or any money from it. But guess what? I'm gonna continuously to upload regardless of anything because at that point, I'm mostly just recording for my own reflection and for my own self, which is literally the purpose. Me recording these actually gives me a chance to feel way much better. And in all honesty, I guess my full potential is probably indeed writing. But we'll talk about that in a whole different one. But I definitely want to get a chance to continuously to